What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope all is well with you. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to weld with laser. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we're going to bring here some amazing content. Let's begin this video. The laser beam welding process uses a laser beam in conjunction with two or more pieces of metal to join them together. The parts being welded must be accessed from one side for this non-contact welding process. When the laser heat melts the material on both sides of the joint, it fuses the pieces together as the molten material mixes and resolidifies. During the welding process, the material is rapidly heated by the intense laser light, typically within milliseconds. A laser beam is coherent, single-phase, light of a single wavelength, monochromatic. When a laser beam strikes a surface, its low divergence and high energy cause it to create heat. LBW is no different from other forms of welding in that details matter. Different lasers and LBW processes can be used, and laser welding isn't always the best option. Now let's explore the types of laser welding, how they work, and where they are typically used. Types of laser welding: 1. Conduction mode. 2. Conduction and penetration mode. 3. Penetration or keyhole mode. Conduction mode. With conduction mode, low laser energy is delivered to the metal, resulting in shallow penetration. The results are a kind of continuous spot welding, which is good for joints that do not need high strength. Smooth and aesthetically pleasing, conduction welds are generally wider than deep. There are two types of conduction mode: LBW. Direct heating. Lasers heat the surface of the part directly. As the metal resolidifies, portions of the base metal melt, fusing the joint together. Absorbing ink. Heat is generated when this ink absorbs the laser's energy. Heat is then transferred to the underlying metal, which melts and resolidifies to form a welded joint. Conduction and penetration mode. This may not be recognized as one of the modes by some. According to them, there are only two types. Either you conduct heat into the metal, or you vaporize a small metal channel, which allows the laser to penetrate. In contrast, the conduction and penetration mode uses medium energy and penetrates deeper. However, the laser is not strong enough to vaporize metal like in the keyhole mode. Penetration or keyhole mode. Welds created in this mode are deep and narrow. This mode is sometimes called penetration mode. Conduction mode welds are usually stronger and deeper than deep mode welds. LBW welding works by vaporizing the base metal with a high-powered laser, creating a narrow tunnel called a keyhole that extends into the joint. A hole in the metal allows the laser to penetrate deeply. Welding and cutting laser types. Lasers are used primarily for welding and cutting are gas lasers. Gas mixtures such as helium and nitrogen can be used. Carbon dioxide lasers are also available. A lacing medium is used to excite the gas mixture using a low current, high voltage power source. Pulsed or continuous operation is possible. The laser medium in carbon dioxide lasers is a mixture of high purity carbon dioxide, helium, and nitrogen. Dual beam laser welding also uses CO2 lasers to split the beam into two equal beams of power. Solid-state laser. They operate at a wavelength of 1 micrometer. Continuous or pulsed operation is possible. Pulsed welding produces joints like spot welding, but with complete penetration. Pulse energy ranges from 1 to 100 joules. The pulse time ranges from 1 to 10 milliseconds. Diode lasers. For materials that are difficult to weld using other methods, for hard-to-access areas, and for extremely small components, these methods are used. In the case of more reactive materials, it is necessary to shield them with inert gas. Suitable metals for LBW: carbon steel, aluminum, titanium, low alloy and stainless steel, nickel, platinum, molybdenum, covar. Typical LBW joints. The four joints where laser welding works well are butt weld, filler lap weld, overlap weld, edge flange weld. How does laser welding work? By introducing a powerful laser beam into the joint, laser welding introduces heat. When the material resolidifies, it fuses the two sides of the joint. A laser and optics to focus the beam precisely on the joint are the minimum requirements, as well as a work tool to fit up the parts and hold them. It is quite complex to refine or organize. Light waves with optics into a narrow, highly energetic beam. Wrapping up, generally, laser welders are employed in applications where high production is the main concern, as they are fast and produce high weld footages per hour. They also produce clean, aesthetically pleasing, and strong welds with a small HAZ. Since laser welders introduce less heat into the base metal, they are perfect for welding fragile parts and metallic foils. If you are trying to do laser welding and are having some problems, please share your thoughts in the comments section. Also, if you enjoyed our video, please like and subscribe to our channel.